how to avoid having your heart corrupted by riches. You need to be thankful. You know, if you look at Romans chapter 1, beginning about verse 17, and read through that to the end of that chapter, I think it ends at 32. You read through that chapter and you see all the misery and all the sin, all the horrors that come upon a people that is presented there at the last of that chapter. Do you know where all of that began? Unthankfulness. But it did. All of it did. Their foolish heart, they were unthankful and their foolish heart was darkened. It all began with unthankfulness. This is a root problem. If you've only got a little bit, you don't have much, but you've got a little bit, and you don't know how to be thankful for that, God will not, you won't be blessed. And there are a lot of practical ways in which that happens. Understand this. There are a lot of practical things about it. Watch. Do you like being around unthankful people? Does anybody enjoy being around unthankful people? Nobody likes an unthankful person, including the people you're working for, hello. Including the people you're working with. If you don't know how to have a thankful spirit for what little bit you have, you're going to be a drag to be around, and you won't do well with any co-workers and co-laborers. You won't do well with your employer and stuff like this. You're just not going to have the right attitude for prosperity. People are not going to want to reach out to you and call you up to opportunities because they don't want to take an unthankful spirit and spread it around. So why promote it? Right? If you promote an unthankful spirit, what have you done? Now you've elevated that spirit to take over the whole organization. You're not going to do that. Besides, just on the human side of it, people don't enjoy unthankful people. Here's another issue that comes up with unthankfulness. You know, unthankfulness is the most powerful demotivator that you can think of. There are few things that rob a man of his motivation to excel than a spirit of unthankfulness. You know how motivating thankfulness is? If you're thankful, genuinely thankful for what you have, it's motivating. It motivates you. It frees you from the poochy lip disease. You know, right? Remember, I won't sing my song again. Sorry. I know you want me to. But, you know, it frees you from all of that. It frees you from that heavy negativity that clouds around and just weighs down on your spirit. I tell you, the people who are unthankful, they live under kind of a weight. And it drags them down and siphons off your energy. Not only does it siphon off their own energy, it's a vampire and it'll suck yours out too. Which is one reason you don't like to be around unthankful people. Unthankful people are a drag to themselves and to everyone around them. And so there's a very practical relationship between a thankful spirit and being able to prosper. You see that? But think of it spiritually. God does not bless unthankful people. He resists them. Unthankfulness is always closely associated with, if it isn't exactly identical with, and a part of pride. Pride and unthankfulness are always together. If the person cannot be thankful for what little bit they might have, it's always because they're just too much into themselves. And they're just too convinced that they deserve more. I should have better. And then be angry that they don't. And maybe you should have better, but perhaps the reason you don't is because you're too busy with that stuff going on, you know. And you just pull the thumb out of your mouth and you know how to get the thumb out of your mouth? Be thankful for what you